Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I know it's almost noon time, so I get to say good afternoon, but good afternoon to all of you, my sentient beings. It has been a while since we've come together, but I just wanted to take the time out to come to you today on Freedom Friday. On Freedom Friday. And I wanted to come on before we even start our session and simply say thank you. Thank you to all of those who gave to our backpack giveaway. I had not had the opportunity just to come out and say thanks, but I want to say thanks to each and every one of you who contributed in whichever way you saw fit. However, the Lord had held your hand, held your mind, put the vision in your eyesight, and put the vision in your insight, and you performed on his behalf, her behalf. I want to thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for taking the time out to do so. It was a blessed occasion. I'm sure many of you may have caught it. And we partnered up with the women's ministry of Unity Fellowship Church, the Mother Church in Los Angeles. So I wanted to say thank you to everyone who participated in that. I want to say thank you for each of you who gave your thanks, your well wishes to Elaine for her birthday. It was such a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing. We appreciate you and so glad that you took the time out to acknowledge her. And so I want to take this time out to acknowledge you all just for staying the course, just for being encouraged, just for not throwing in the towel, just for wanting to take another deep breath and give it another try. I just want to say thank you just for continuing to be you and continuing to move forward, even though it gets difficult. Setbacks, setups, it doesn't matter. You know that on the other side of all of that is a victory. So that is why Freedom Friday is going to be a good one today, honey. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. I'm Elder Renee from the Elders Table. And what we came here to do today on Freedom Friday is talk about something that will help us get through and process these days. So Freedom Friday, I'm going to give you one here, honey. Freedom Friday. On Freedom Friday, you are free to be glad. 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 You're free to be glad. So how do we even start about thinking about glad? Well, first, like you know we do always, let's start off with a praise. All right, come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Give me 10 seconds of a praise. I know you got it in you. I know it's in there because you've been holding on. You've been holding out. There may be some tears flowing, but you have survived it. And the reason you've survived it is because you have been holding on to an unchanging, infinite, beautiful, and prosperous, abundant, and increasingly faithful God. You have been holding on to a spirit that is within you that has given you the motivation and the encouragement to say, keep on going. So I know you got 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, even 1 second to simply say, thanks. Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you for keeping us. Thank you for carrying us. Thank you for your faithfulness. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for your mercy. Thank you for thinking about me. Thank you, Lord, for me being on your lips, in your thought press, on your mind. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. All right. 10 seconds of praise will turn anything around. So here on Freedom Friday, what are we here to do? I'm going to read this from Earnest Holmes today, honey. Earnest Holmes says that you have a right to always be glad. Don't let anyone tell you, oh, you know what? Why you always smiling? Excuse me. Why you always smiling, Renee? I always hear that. Are you always happy? Are you always in a good mood? Are you all no? But I'm always glad. I'm always glad. Because there's a difference between glad and happy. See, happy is contingent on what's happening in that moment. But glad, it says showing or causing joy. Oh. Well, then there is a promise in that because God says, I gave you joy. Jesus even said, hey, my joy, I'm leaving with you. I keep it with you. So joy is just, and joy and happiness together combined will make you glad. Why? Because he says you've got an experience with me that you can go back to that will remind you that everything is okay. Why? Because if I brought you out of that one, I'm going to bring you out of this one too. So am I always glad? I'm always glad. Does it always seem right? No. Do you get upset? Absolutely. But that will not take away your gladness. It may change your happy from time to time, but your gladness is only contingent upon the joy, the showing joy. How has God shown you joy? How has God caused the enemy to be all mixed up while in your stuff to cause you to smile even when you don't want to smile? That's glad. When you go to sleep at night knowing that the whole world is changing around you, but you woke up with a praise, you woke up with love, you woke up with joy, you woke up with peace, that's glad. Because no matter what's happening, God has ensured that I'm going to place within you or on you an image, an impression that's going to cause you and keep you to be glad. Oh, my goodness, have mercy. That's what glad is. So now that we've gotten from glad, it says, well, how do you maintain it? Well, while I was reading my Earnest Holmes, it says here, it's a knowing. Being glad is a knowing, and it's a different from happy. He says, so what is it that you're supposed to know? So what I know is, I know that my health, my physical well-being, my mental poise, and my peace are drawn from the infinite source. There it is. That's glad. That means no matter what's happening on around me, it doesn't matter the doctor's report, it doesn't matter my physical well-being, I might be hurt here or there. It doesn't even matter the mental poise. What position am I in? What is happening? What's chaotic that's going on around me? It says even my peace is in the infinite. That's what makes me glad. So that means I'm unmoved by it. Why? Because my experiences with the infinite source has impressed upon me to remain glad. And I also know that in that, what else keeps me glad? It says because my healing presence, the healing presence of life is within me. Oh, how do I know? Because he says I'm omnipotent, I'm omniscient, I'm omnipresent, which means that God is always available. So if I need something, if I need the healing, if I need a breakthrough, if I need reassurance, if I need it, why? The infinite source is contained within me to provide that. And that makes me glad. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Then, what else makes me glad? My body and mind are one in spirit. Oh, you mean I'm not two people? No. You mean I can't separate myself? No. Your body and your mind, your body and your spirit are one. Your body and your mind are created and connected to one spirit. It says your physical health is a state of wholeness in mind as well as body. So what is your body to spirit? Well, according to this, it says my body is a servant to the spirit within me. Come on, y'all. This makes you glad. Because now that I know that the spirit of healing, now that I know that the spirit of wisdom, now that I know that the spirit of good health, now that I know that the spirit of calm and care and concern is within me, my body can't operate in anything else. It cannot operate in anything else. My body is a servant of that spirit. And whatever that spirit wants to do, my body will now have to conform. And this is a good spirit. This is the spirit of the most high infinite source there is. This makes me glad. And then it says my mind is an offspring of pure spirit, which means my mind can't operate anywhere else. It can only operate in the pureness of the divine. It can only operate, in the spirit of goodness. It can only operate in the spirit of pure love. That makes me glad. Now I know that my mind is the offspring and my body is the servant, honey. I know that means I cannot operate under any other guises. And even if they come, I've already been impressed upon by the infinite, because I realize what? My health, my physical well-being, my mental poise, and my peace are drawn from an infinite source. So when anything else outside of those things try to placate on my day, I get to say, stop it. Because on Freedom Friday, I'm always glad. And let's wrap it up. It says also that there is always an interaction. Silent as it may be, there's always an interaction between my mind, which is the mind of God, and it receives an impression from the divine source. And it says in my body, which is the servant of that same spirit. There's always an interaction going on. So even when you don't feel like being a part of it, even when you don't feel like doing, there's a silent conversation going on between the mind of God, which is your mind, and your body, which is a servant to the spirit, that gives you the opportunity to say, come on now, get up. Do it again. Come on now. It's not over till I say it's over. Get up. Do it one more time. Read that page one more time. Go over it one more time. Make that phone call one more time. Look at your bank account one more time. Read that email one more time. That gives you gladness. That gives you hope. And so it says today. So let's affirm today. It says today I hold communion with the invisible presence that is in everybody else. And that this invisible presence, it says it does what? It peoples the world. That God that's in you, it peoples the entire world. You're not alone. That's what makes you glad. And what it does, it is life. It's light. And it's love. So here we're going to do this in meditation today. We're going to take our deep breath. Take our deep breath again. One more time. Give me a deep breath. And what are we doing? We withdraw the veil that hides your real self. One more time. I withdraw the veil. I'm removing it. I'm removing anything that does not reveal my trueness. I'm removing it because I cannot have a quiet conversation with that which is in me, that is the mind of God, and for me to operate if I don't remove that veil. And I draw close. So now I'm going to withdraw, but now I'm going to draw close to the spirit in everything that's in everyone. What you're going to do? I'm going to withdraw from a veil that keeps me bound to get into and draw close to the one that sets me free, that dwells in everybody else. And so throughout your day, if you do 3 things for me, here it is. Anticipate, accept, and claim. Come on, do it with me. Anticipate, accept, and claim. One more time. Anticipate, accept, and claim. Give me a deep breath. Release. Give me a deep breath, counting for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Holding it for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now you're going to release it for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Accept, anticipate, and claim. Come on, do it one more time. Anticipate, accept, and claim. You say, Renee, what am I anticipating, accepting, and claiming? Well, here it is. I anticipate everything that is worthy of my soul. Woo-hoo-hoo. I accept everything that belongs to the Spirit that dwells within me that is good. And I claim everything that partakes of the nature of the divine reality that lives in me. All right, y'all, come on here. Come on in here. I know this was a long one today, but on Freedom Friday, sugars, I want you to always be glad. Come on here. I want you to always be glad. Remember those three things. Accept, anticipate, and claim. I accept it. I accept it today. I anticipate it. What am I anticipating? I anticipate everything that is worthy of my soul. Woo! I accept everything that belongs to the Spirit. And lastly, I claim everything that pertains and belongs to the nature of the divine reality that lives in me. All right. Blessings to you. I want to also thank the Elder Reverend Green, Gerald Green, and we want to continue to pray for his family in the transition of his elder sister. And we just want to bless him and thank him. I want to thank him. I want to bless him. I want to bless his partner. I want to bless the whole San Diego church and all of they do for that area. But I specifically want to thank him for his words of encouragement and prayer. And I also want you guys to make sure that you tune in to his prayers and tune in to his opportunities to speak with you, whether it's a Bible study. We want to be able to encourage one another as we progress to a higher consciousness of the Christ that lives within us, that helps us to move past our things that bind us and keep us bound to setting and making the captive free. All right, y'all. Blessings upon blessings upon blessings. And I'll see you soon. Love each of you.